Hello and welcome back to Hunt Hill at Home, or as I should say today, Hunt Hill at Economart at Home. Today we are going to be talking about some tactics that you can do to reduce the amount of waste that you're producing now, even in the middle of COVID-19. Now, I know that this is a really hard time for those of us who are trying to reduce the amount of waste that we produce, and I did find one good tip that I can be sharing with you that maybe you'll want to try at home or at Economart or whatever your favorite grocery store is. Before we begin, I do have a joke of the day for you. So, why is it that the beggars at a grocery store ask you if you want plastic or paper? Because beggars can't be choosers. All right, so one thing that has happened during COVID-19 is people are trying to protect their employees. It is a really important and great thing that they're doing, and we should respect any decisions that any grocery stores make. But because of that, they're not allowing some things to be used in some grocery stores. For example, not all grocery stores are allowing you to bring your own reusable bags like this. That is all right. There is a way around that. So what their concern is that people don't have always the cleanest bags. I certainly don't wash my bags between every use, even though you are supposed to. And so I totally understand them not wanting to be handling your dirty bags. And so what you can do is you can ask them to reload all of your groceries right back into the cart. And that's what I did today. So here are my groceries in the cart, and I brought them all the way out to my car. Here's my car, and I get to load my own groceries into my reusable bags. Now the nice thing about this is that you can actually be using some bags that help keep your groceries cooler. Like this one has like a insulator in it so that my frozen things don't thaw by the time I get home. And you can also use whatever bags you have around home. You don't have to use those grocery bags that they sell specifically for groceries. I just have this plain old bag that I use, and it works great. Just make sure that you have something strong enough for whatever you're carrying. So don't use a really wimpy bag for all cans. That would be bad. So I'm gonna load up my groceries as I talk. Hopefully you can still see when you're inside here. It's a little shady in here. All right, so loading up some groceries. Some other things that I've noticed during this time is that it can be especially hard to decide what makes sense to use and what doesn't make sense to use when you are at the grocery store. So I'm taking some CDC guidelines, and I've been following those. So you'll notice I'm not wearing any gloves on my hands. CDC actually does not recommend wearing gloves on your hands because they give you a false sense of security. So you can easily just go to the grocery store, make sure you don't touch your face or your cell phone or any of those things that you touch to your face. And then just use some hand sanitizer as soon as you get out of the store. The other important thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wear a mask. And we've got reusable masks, and those ones are nice because you can wash them again and use them again. These are to help protect the other people in your community, to help keep you and them safe. I've got a cute little kitty mask that I wear. And I can just drop this into the laundry afterwards. Now, some people are not comfortable wearing a cloth mask, so you can get disposable masks, but that does mean that you're going to have to create more garbage. So whenever possible, use reusable. I'm almost done loading all my groceries up. All right. Now, the one thing that I do really ask you to do, if you are using non-reusable plastic or paper bags, if you're using gloves, if you're using single-use masks, please make sure that they get into the garbage. We don't want to litter and have animals choking on them. If you do use plastic bags, I sometimes have to too. It's part of life. But if you do use plastic bags, you can bring them to a recycling spot. There's one at Schmitz's Economart. There's also one at Hunt Hill, and we are accepting bags until we get to 600 pounds of bags. So there are places where you can recycle those plastic bags. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.